A very good morning, dear participants, and welcome to you all. Today is last day of our faculty development program. This is the fifth day, and today we will discuss about different digital assessment tools. Till now, you have learned how to create your own Google Class, how to create documents with Google Docs, then how to create your own Google form, how we can record a video, even we can have PPT voiceover and different digital tools which we can use in teaching learning purpose. And I'm very happy that I received many videos created by you and the kind of creativity you have used. One teacher shared with me that for tabletop recording, she used her table lamp, and that table lamp she kept one hanger which we use for our clothes, and on that hanger she was holding her mobile and she recorded her lecture with help of that. So with all these kind of creativities, and I really got wonderful response from all of you. So I'm very happy about your enthusiasm, the way you are participating, and you all will really make difference in life of students. I'm sure about that. And now onwards, your journey being a teacher will be definitely different, because students are waiting for you to have new technology tools, what my teacher is going to give me next day. So now it is our turn to give best to our students and make our teaching learning process more interesting and more enjoyable. Because whenever we use technology in teaching learning process, it always gives different kind of happiness, and it gives a eureka kind of feeling that yes, I did something for my students. And this feeling, this happiness, this satisfaction is very essential in life of a teacher. Like you all are giving, more than 6,800 participants and more than 24 countries are participating in this workshop, and the kind of response you are giving to me, the kind of questions you are raising, and the kind of shares you have done on Telegram group, I'm really amazed to see that enthusiasm. So I'm very thankful to each one of you for making difference in my life, that I am not the same teacher which I was yesterday. Today I am different. And every day I'm exploring my knowledge also, and I am improving day by day. So thank you for making that better teacher every day. And it is our role being a teacher that whenever we are with students, every day we have to think that what new technology or what new thing I'm going to give to my students. And that one thing or that one thought gives a lot of happiness to you, and you will become passionate about teaching. Every day you will like to do new things, you will explore new things, and you will give it to students. And that is the ultimate goal of education, when we say that creating that kind of students who are really global citizens and having all-round development of children is ultimate goal of education, and you all are doing that amazing job. So I'm very proud of each one of you, and thank you for being such a nice participant. So now let me share my screen with you. I'll be showing a few slides to you. As we are towards the end of the workshop, I thought that today I will show you some assessment tools. With help of these tools, we can actually have assessment of the students. So many digital tools are there. So I'll be posting more videos in detail about how to use all these tools on my YouTube channel. First of all, thank you for subscribing my channel, and thank you for being there always, and thank you for your wonderful comments on every video. So when we think of digital tools, we always have one thought in mind, that what kind of tool should I use for which subject? So here I'll be showing some demonstration also, and I will tell you. The first here is a TestMoz. TestMoz is free application or free software where you can go directly and you can have conduct your test of student. You will get a code for that question paper, and you have to share that code to your students, and they will be able to answer your question paper. Then Google Classroom, we already learned there is option of assignment in the Google Classroom. You can have assignment in multiple choice question, short answer question, check the box, then long answer question. All kind of assessment can be conducted in Google Classroom. TestU is one of the wonderful website where you can go and you can have different kind of examinations of the students. With help of Google Forms, I already demonstrated on the day one that Google Form can be used for assessment purpose, like we are using daily in this workshop, that we are sending you a quiz link every day and you are solving that quiz, and with help of that we could collect your data, that how much you understood. Then Kahoot is there. Basically Kahoot is used in most of the games for small children. For example, if you are teaching students in primary school or in nursery school or in pre-primary school, here Kahoot is the best app where you can use for assessment purpose. You can give some games, you can give some quizzes to the students. Try to go on that website and explore your knowledge. Socrative is one of the wonderful assessment tool where we can say that online examinations can be conducted. Means there can be live online examination of the students. You just have to log in Socrative and make one question paper and share that with your students. Mentimeter is also one of the wonderful application for assessments tool. So go on website of Mentimeter, go on Google and type any word from this slide and you will be able to search what kind of question papers are there. Due to constraint of time, I will not be able to give demo of each thing, but I will show you some apps. Here are some apps. I'm taking it just for the sake of revision, and these many tools are available. So we could not cover all these things in 5 days, but still we tried to cover Google Form, Google Classroom, Google Docs. Here you can see Prezi is one of the best application where you can use for your presentation. So it is again, we can say a higher or next version to the PowerPoint like Google Slide. Haiku Deck is there, Scratch, Animoto, Pixton, Glockster, Google Sheet, Flipknack, Snack, Padlet, Story Jumper. In Story Jumper, I think we can build a story and we can have a group of students and they can build story with help of it. It is useful for small children because many questions were coming up what to use for pre-primary and primary students. You can think of Story Jumper. Then Boom Writer is there, Visme is there. When you want to develop writing skill of students, you can use that. Basically, language teachers can use this. Then OpenShot, YouTube Downloader, VLC Media Player. These are the video editor which you can use to edit your video you created. ThingLink is one of the beautiful site where you can have interactive slide. Means, for example, I have created one PowerPoint presentation and suppose I'm a history teacher and I want to show Indian map, and on map of India I want to show different states and those states are explaining themselves with the help of that map. So you can put some video for every state, you can have some information, you can put Wikipedia page on that. So interactive slide can be made with help of ThingLink. Educreation, Socrative, Edmodo, Schoology, Pick2Chart, video recording with PPT voiceover we yesterday did, Screencast-O-Matic, OBS Studio, Presentation Tube we use for recording of video. So all these tools, I have used all these and these are wonderful tools. You also try to explore, because for me it is not possible in short time to explain and give demo for each one, but at least you must know the names. That's why I'm sharing with you this slide, and go on these websites and try to explore. Again, there are a few more like Nearpod. VoiceThread is there if you want to incorporate your voice in your presentation. Explain everything. Whiteboard already you know. Lesson Up is there. Loom is good one to record your video. Screencastify you know, and Canva is also there where you can create some posters and some leaflets and some pamphlets on this. So again, I'll tell you, this recording will be available on my YouTube channel. Go and explore that. I am stopping this for a while and let us go to next page. I want to show you one demo of TestMoz because we have a very short time today. So go on Google, type testmoz, testmoz.com. When you type testmoz, you will see this kind of page. And there is no need of login or sign up. You can log in if you want, and you can directly go. One question was there yesterday, if we do login in all these websites, what about the security? I always suggest that whenever you are logging in all these kind of websites, use a separate email ID. Means, for example, if I am a teacher and I want to use these tools, I want to log in on different websites, I will create one separate Gmail ID and I will use that Gmail ID only for all these tasks, because on that email, no information will be stored of my banks or some other passwords or some confidential information. So if your email ID gets hacked, you will be not in risk. So always use an email ID which is you are not regularly using. Make a separate email ID for this. And so what you have to do is just go on Google and type testmoz.com, TESTMOZ. And when you go on this website, you will able to see build a test and try a demo test. You can build test directly without logging in. So go here and type a name of test or which subject you want to build that test. And you have to create one password here. You can create any password you want. And you have to again retype the password, because this test will be with you only and no other person will be able to make changes in this test. When you click on create test, this kind of page is visible. So here you can see on left hand side some options like ICT is the name of my question paper or my subject. Then dashboard is there, settings, question, publish and result. Go on questions first. You will be able to see what kind of question testmoz provides. So here on the screen you can see insert button, and here kind of or types of questions are there. So here graded questions like multiple choice, choose one, multiple choice, choose many, true or false, matching, fill in the blank, essay, these kind of questions are available. And survey upgraded question like multiple choice, true, false, short answer, long answer, all these are available. And other, that is text block, question pool. Question pool is one of the wonderful feature here nowadays in conferences and in webinars. We are using question pool. Then questions from other test and questions from file. You can, if you have already made question file, you can directly take that or copy paste those questions from there to here. If I select multiple choice question here, this kind of screen will appear and it will ask me to type question. So I'll type question here, ICT stands for. I'll give options here. Information, communication, technology. I can give other option, information, common, technology. Okay. I can give third and fourth option, whatever I want, information, communication technique, I will write here. I can have fourth option, information, common, technology. Okay. And it will ask me if I want one more, I can have many other options. I have to click on the correct option here, and option you can give multiple choice, choose one. And here you can see points, whatever points you want to give. If I want to give 2 points for this question, so I can type here 2. Then again I go to the next question. I will select essay type of question. So I have to type question here. I will write here, write an essay on ICT in education. Okay, and automatically this kind of box will come. So whenever you select question, you just have to click, and you can select the type of question. You can have short answer question, you can have long answer question, you can have true false, you can have multiple choice, text boxes, match the following, any kind of questions you can have. So I'm not typing all the questions to save time. And now what you have to do, once I have done with this, I can publish this. You can see over here on the publish button. Before that, if you want to change any settings of the question, you can go there. And here it is asking me test name is ICT. The text is displayed on the top. If you want to select any color of test, so these colors are available. If I select this blue color, so test will be visible in this kind of paper, blue color paper to my students. Choose the language for the Textmo students interface. You can choose any language, multiple languages are there. I select here English. Then question settings is show all the test questions on one page or show one question per page. If you have given essay type of question, you can choose this option, show one question per page, so students will be able to answer. Then review settings, you can have some show a custom message if the student passed or failed. If you want to say congratulations, you passed, you can type here. So I will type here congratulations. So whenever student is passed with that test, the student will get this message of congratulations. At the end of the test, display the user score, test outline, indicate if their response was correct or incorrect, display the correct answer, display the explanation. These kind of settings are available. And access you can limit to the, you can have any passcode. Many features are there. You just go and have note of it. And when I select publish, now my test is done. I have just included 2 questions. When I click on publish button, see what it happens. So it will ask me publish ICT. You can preview your test if you want. And if I say ready to publish, here on right hand side paper copy is view or print in your browser or download as Word doc. You can download it as a Word doc, and you can upload this in your Google Classroom also, or you can give the link to the students. And show answer, show explanation. If I click on show answers, so student will be able to see the correct answer. Here again, view, print and download option is available. So you can view your test, you can print your test, or you can download your test. If I click here on publish, what it shows, see, your test is published and available at testmos.com and some code is given. So what I can do is I have to just copy this code and I have to send this code to my students. So whenever student will be putting this code, how to do that, I will show that also. Then current status is open. You can schedule the test for later timing, or you can here click on the closed. So your test will get closed. If you have given some time limit that for today only I want to show this test, so that facility is available. So I have copied this from here. What I will do, I will just copy it and I'll go to next browser, the next URL. I'll click here and I will paste here. See what happens. If my student just put this thing, so this kind of screen will be visible to student. And you can have student login and you can have administration. If you are admin, teacher can go here. If I am a student and I write my name, Sandhya, okay, I will solve this test. So I'll write Sandhya and I'll click on start. So this test will get started and this kind of question paper is visible to me. So I have to just click on the option if it is multiple choice, and if it is a essay type, I can type my answer over here, you can see. So I can type in this box and I can submit. When I submit it, it gets submitted on the teacher's page. So here you can see it is showing me that this answer is correct. First multiple choice answer is correct and I got 2 points. But for essay, teacher has to review. So what I can do is, again I'll go, this was a student page and this is a teacher page. So I'll go to my result page and I can see, you can see over here, name of the student, Sandhya, and score here started on. She started test on which day, what time it is visible. She finished on what time it is visible. And you can see here that marks are also visible if all the answers are correct. So you can select manual option also to do this. This is wonderful tool, my dear teacher friends. It's really very good to use. You can just go on testmoz.com, create your own assignment for the students and give it. If you are working with small children, you can use Kahoot, or you can use some other apps like Story Jumper and all that for assessment purpose. So this is one of the wonderful tool which I wanted to show you. Now let us again go to the PowerPoint presentation, and this is available there. And I'll complete my presentation over here, and I'm going to post some more videos on my YouTube channel about all these assessment tools one by one. Just now I showed you one demo of TestMoz. So you will be able to see more assessment tools, how to use that from tomorrow on my YouTube channel. Just keep exploring, keep learning. And you also try to create some videos about whatever you have done and post those videos on your YouTube channel and try to make teaching learning more interactive. So that's for the today. And I'm really thankful to St. Teresa's Institute of Education, especially Principal of Institution, Sister Dr. Tanuja Wagmare, and the coordinator of this whole program, Dr. John Lopez, and her wonderful team, Dr. Sheila, Dr. Reshma, Dr. Serena, Dr. Cinderella, Dr. Zizel, and Dr. Shakuntala. If I forgot somebody's name, please excuse me. Wonderful teamwork by St. Teresa's Institute of Education. Very good response by the participants. I'm also thankful to Manisha Thakur and Viral Dedia and the EdFly team for their technical support and supporting all the days for quiz and everything, streaming live on YouTube and answering all the questions and queries of the participants. And at the end, I would like to thank all the wonderful participants from various countries. Yesterday, I got one message of one participant, I think her name, I forgot. She's from Kutch, and she created her own video, and wonderfully she did it. First time she created video, she created her own YouTube channel and she uploaded it. And I subscribed her channel. I am first subscriber, and I told her that keep in touch and share with me when whatever teaching learning material you are posting on your YouTube channel. So this is one kind of motivation that one teacher can give to other teacher. And thank you all of you from bottom of my heart, and thank you for making difference in my life. And be safe, be healthy, and keep learning always. Thank you so much.